that capture that great complex energy and rhythm which makes a diverse, plural civilization like India. Rabindranath Tagore, a Satyajit Ray, a Amartya Sen, a K.G. Subramaniam. There are many great minds. The ability to capture contradictory streams, contradictory values, contradictory ideas, to cohere them through the prism of compassion, deep empathy. At the end of the day, all great minds have to be empathetic minds. Yes, we can have great anger at a certain stage. A great Nietzschean mind comes not because of anger alone, but because of loss of faith in humanity. And that faith in humanity is lost because of the deep love for humanity. They're always intertwined. So, in the case of K.A. Abbas, I see this great empathy for all human beings, and therefore that gives him the energy. It gives him the metabolism to night and day over 60, 70 years to sustain what is in the mind and share it with the world. That is a gift. No one, trust me, very few people in this world have sustained writing a column day in, day out
47 years.
for 48, 47 years. That requires a junoon as much as a discipline. And both of them come from a space which is rooted in compassion. There's no other power we have. There's no hatred that can live for 47 years and desires to communicate with love. There's nothing that the human spirit or the human conscience has but compassion. So the question for all of us is, how do we nurture that compassion today? How do we bring that compassion into our daily lives? And India's answer has always been one, by and large. It's been knowledge. It's been Saraswati. Every parent has only one objective. अपने बच्चे को सबसे अच्छा शिक्षा हम कैसे दें? Whatever sacrifices we have to make, whatever changes we have to make in our life, it is for that single overriding hope that through a great education, the transformation can happen of changing one's life, benefiting humanity, and in the process, creating a better value system for all of us to abide by. So, we've heard Said's perspective. It's rooted in pain, of course, because there's deep injustice. There's a deep sense of distorting a framework, presenting a certain image, and in that you do damage to the core of plurality, because plurality is also one. What most people don't understand is plurality does not mean many. For plurality to abide, there is one underlying force. Otherwise, plurality does not abide. Plurality gets scattered and dissipated and divided into categories and sections. That's how the West civilization has come about, through that specialization of knowledge, through that specialization of resources allocation, through that specialization of human identity. And it's not good or bad, it's just the way you decide to spend your life. We still have many opportunities. India is on such a wonderful wicket, for lack of a better word, mostly because we failed. Because of our failures, most of our successes are possible. Because most of the world has got it wrong. And we got it wrong because we were desperate for solutions. We were desperate for answers when answers have to reveal themselves. Answers are not concocted by human beings. They emerge from the systems that get created over time. They are complex ways. It's like great love. The first thing when two people get married or come together, you be faithful to me, I will be faithful to you. No marriage survives on that. No marriage. Marriage survives. You be faithful to yourself, I will be faithful to myself, and in that bridge, we will find the love to surrender to the other without compromising our core nature. And that is the essence of plurality also. It's a coexistence which is rooted in deep love, a love which is always, always on the verge of selflessness, but it also has to at some times be deeply selfish. So Abbas's life for us at the Tuli Research Center and for me personally is that commitment, that coexistence of absorbing everything, everything and anything. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong, and yet I have to make a commitment. I have to stand up for certain principles. I have to stand up for certain values. I have to stand up for certain ideas of creativity. And that is where our energies are rooted. The younger generation today have a different value system because they are finding different sources of knowledge, different sources of imbibing history. They consider history as something alien. They don't realize all of us are living pieces of history. History is the very nature of contemporary life. You cannot live a great contemporary life without a great understanding of your history. And your histories are myriad. So, with that little introduction, Saida ji, आप please ले जाओ आगे.
मैं इतना जो सईद साहब ने कहा और नेवल ने कहा, मैं तो एक गालिब का शेर आपके सामने पेश करना चाहती हूँ, और वो ये है, इशरते कतरा है दरिया में फना हो जाना. आपके खिदमत में इशरते कतरा है दरिया में फना हो जाना, और दर्द का हद से गुजरना है दवा हो जाना. ये आपका एसेंस है और आपके रिमार्क्स का ये एक नतीजा है. मैं तो सिर्फ अब्बास साहब जिस तरह से नेवल ने लपेटते हुए एक सार निकाला सईद अख्तर मिर्जा की तकरीर का, मैं तो यही कह सकती हूँ अब्बास साहब के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, he lived 73 years. उन्होंने 37 फिल्म्स बनाई. उन्होंने पहली फिल्म बनाई 1941 में, नया संसार, और आखिरी फिल्म बनाई हैना, जिसमें ज़ेबा बख्तियार को उस मुल्क, उस पार से उसको कास्ट किया, पाकिस्तान से. और राज कपूर को उन्होंने हैना के लिए, हैना की स्क्रिप्ट एक मेहंदी के बास्केट में पेश की. मेहंदी ऊपर थी और स्क्रिप्ट नीचे था, मगर नाइदर अब्बास साहब नॉर राज कपूर लिव टू सी हैना. 15 फिल्में उन्होंने बनाई एज अ डायरेक्टर, प्रोड्यूसर एंड राइटर. 10 डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज बनाई, 90 शॉर्ट स्टोरीज लिखी, और किताबें 74 किताबें, यानी 74 बुक्स, एंड द लॉन्गेस्ट रनिंग कॉलम इन ब्लिट्स विच वाज द लास्ट पेज, उसका जिक्र हो चुका है. पॉलीमैथ जरूर थे वो, और उनके सब्जेक्ट्स क्या थे? धरती के लाल अबाउट फैमिन, दो बूंद पानी अबाउट वाटर, शहर और सपना अबाउट पेवमेंट ड्वेलर्स, एंड द नक्सलाइट्स, वो तो आप सब समझते हैं। पहली फिल्म उन्होंने बनाई इंडो सोवियत प्रोडक्शन, परदेसी, और उसमें आपने बलराज साहनी का क्लिप देखा, फिर मिलेंगे जाने वाले यार 10वीं दानियां। पहला अफनासी निकेतन पहली बार हिंदुस्तान आया और उनके उसकी दोस्ती हो गई एक ट्रूबेडोर से, बलराज साहनी से, जिन्होंने ये गाना गाया। और फिर बलराज साहनी और अफनासी निकेतन उनको एक मंदिर में ले गए और फिर मंदिर के पुजारियों ने निकाला उसको अफनासी निकेतन को, बिकॉज ही वॉज अ रशियन एंड ही वॉज अ वाइट, निकाला उसको, धक्के दिया। और फिर बलराज साहनी का एक बहुत ही इमॉर्टल गाना है, तुझ में राम मुझ में राम सब में राम समाया, सबसे कर ले प्यार जगत में कोई नहीं है पराया, गोरी माटी काली माटी सब में उसकी साया, सबसे कर ले प्यार जरा सा छू लेने से जिसका हो जाए अपमान, अंधी भक्ति करने वाले वो कैसा भगवान, पत्थर में तो हरी मिले इंसान में देख न पाया, सबसे कर ले। और फिर वो अफनासी निकेतन को मंदिर में ले गए। तो मैं तो यही बातें, ये मैं